Somebody keys your car, long scratch, driver's door, all the way back to the rear panel. You come out of the grocery store and there it is. And there's a note under your wiper, and the note explains that this was a protest against parking meter rates. Which, fine, parking meter rates are a scam. We all agree on that. Second paragraph of the note is a Venmo handle. He wants you to pay him for keying your car to protest the meters in the lot where he keyed your car. That's GTA 6 this week, baby. Since yesterday, somebody has been walking unreleased footage of the biggest entertainment product on earth out into the open and calling it a consumer rights protest. And the protest has a cryptocurrency attached to it. And the truly annoying part, the part I've been chewing on all day, is that the guy is not entirely wrong about the meters. I'll get to why he's not wrong. I'll also get to why you should not give him a single dollar. Both of those things are true at the same time, and nobody covering this seems to want to hold both of them. So here's what actually happened. August 18th, clips start showing up online. First one is Jason, one of the two protagonists, shooting hoops outside his house. The house from the trailer, the one on the water. Second clip, he's driving, he wrecks, he clips a delivery driver, cops show up. Then a map, the whole state, Leonida, Vice City, and everything around it. Nothing official. Rockstar doesn't confirm anything. What Rockstar does do is start firing DMCA takedowns at everybody reposting it, which, congratulations, is a confirmation. Nobody sends a legal team after footage of a game that doesn't exist. Now, the leaks are watermarked, not with a name, with a coin, because an account calling itself CyberLeak claimed the whole thing and pointed everybody toward a Solana meme coin, and the coin is stamped directly on the footage. Reportedly cleared a couple million in market cap inside of a day. Then the manifesto shows up. 3 demands, which they are calling commandments because of course they are. No digital pre-orders, no fake single-player DLC, meaning content that's already sitting in the game files being sold back to you as an add-on, and an offline fallback for single-player games so that when the servers die, the game doesn't. And at the bottom of the document, a line about how these are the floor, not the ceiling. Then a threat aimed at everybody else in the industry: behave or be the next target. Cool. Day 2. Today it keeps going. Third clip, Jason in a strip club getting text messages. Fourth clip, more driving, some NPCs get tased, and about 15 seconds of a cutscene where he's drinking a beer on a boat. And in that fourth clip, there's a Tate McRae song playing on the radio, the song that came out at the start of 2025, which matters because half the internet spent yesterday insisting this footage was ancient. Somebody found a 2023 timestamp on the encoder, and everybody ran with it. An old encoder means old software touched the file. It doesn't date the footage, and a 2025 song on the radio is not from a 2023 build, so it might be newer than anyone wants to admit, or somebody has a lot more than 4 clips. Rockstar has said nothing, not one word. Compare that to 2022 when about 90 videos of the same game leaked, and the company put out a statement inside of a couple of days confirming a network intrusion. This time, 4 clips in, day 2, the response is lawyers and silence. Now let's talk about why the coin guy has a point, because this is the part that's actually going to matter after the clips get scrubbed. Look at the 3 demands and then look at GTA 6. Physical copy of GTA 6 is a box with a code in it, no disc. Rockstar confirmed that back in June. You buy a case, you open the case, there's a slip of paper. You type in the paper, you download the game exactly like everybody who bought it digitally. You cannot lend it, you cannot resell it. It is a digital license in a cardboard costume. The standard edition is $80. The ultimate is $100, and the $100 one is the one with the shops in it, not cosmetics in a menu, locations, mod shops, a tattoo parlor, a hair salon, clothing stores, sitting in the world you're driving through that you can't walk into unless you pay the extra $20. And in July, Sony announced they're done printing discs for new games entirely, starting January 2028. And on the earnings call 3 weeks ago, Take-Two CEO got asked about all of this, and his answer was that the business is already over 90% digital and that discs, quote, don't really make sense for the consumer. For the consumer. My brother in Christ, you do not get to decide what makes sense for me. That's the entire concept of me. So put it on one invoice, no disc, a code that can't be resold, content locked out of the single player game behind a second purchase, a CEO explaining that this is for your benefit, and a platform holder ending physical media in 18 months. None of those is a scandal by itself. Together, they're not a scandal either. They're a business model, and it is exactly line for line the business model in that manifesto. That's the thing nobody in the story is comfortable with. The demands aren't insane. The demands are the polite version of what 1.5 million people already asked for. Okay, so let me get serious for just a second because this next part bothers me more than the leak does. 2 years ago, a guy named Ross Scott started Stop Killing Games after Ubisoft switched off the crew's servers and made every copy of it unplayable, including copies people had already paid for. And the campaign did the boring thing, the slow, unglamorous, deeply unfun thing. They ran a European Citizens Initiative, which means real signatures, verified, with national ID numbers attached in enough countries to count. They ended up with 1,294,188 verified signatures across 24 member states. They submitted it in January. And think about the least interesting version of activism you can imagine, and it's that. It's a form, it's a portal that times out, it's someone in Portugal digging up their citizen card number on a Tuesday night to sign a petition about video game servers, feeling slightly stupid the entire time and doing it anyway. And in June, the commission came back and said, no, can't require it. Copyright and IP make it disproportionate. Here's a voluntary code of conduct instead. We'll start talking about it by the end of the year. Voluntary for the people who kill the games. So that's where it sat. 1.25 million people, every rule followed, every box ticked, told the answer is a meeting. And 2 months later, a guy with a Memecoin does a crime and gets the entire industry's attention in about 9 hours. That's the actual story here, and that's also the failure. When you shut the front door on people who filled out the paperwork, you don't end the argument, you just guarantee that the next person carrying it is somebody who never intended to knock. And to be extremely clear, because Stop Killing Games said this themselves, and they're right to, do not send this guy money. They put out a statement condemning the whole thing, called it destructive, told their own supporters not to fund it, pointed out that leaks land on the developers who built the thing, not the executives who priced it. That's what a movement with actual principles looks like. It turns down free publicity because the publicity is attached to a crime and a coin. Meanwhile, our friend CyberLeak is raising money for what the manifesto describes as a secret project: infrastructure, security, protection from corporate retaliation. Be real right now. That's a tip jar with a blockchain on it. And it's the gym guy. Every gym has one, doesn't re-rack a single plate, leaves a puddle on the bench, but has a very developed philosophy about gym etiquette that he will share with you at length while you're trying to lift. Anyway, bonus indignities because there are a few. The official reveal, the thing this leak stepped on, is called An Extended Look, and it premieres August 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern on Netflix. Everybody else gets it 6 hours later. The biggest game of the decade is doing a 6-hour subscription window on its own trailer, and a guy in a Discord beat them to their own footage by 9 days for free. Also, Take-Two says the $100 Ultimate Edition is outselling the $80 one. So the paywall worked, which means it's happening again next time. Write that down. And look, here's where I actually land. Do not buy the coin. Do not go hunting for the clips. The footage is a year or more old. It's from a build that doesn't exist anymore. And you are going to see a better version of all of it legally in 9 days. But when Rockstar finally does say something, and they will, watch what they call this. If they call it theft, they're right. If they call it an attack on the fans, ask which fans. Ask the 1,294,188 who tried it the legal way first. The argument isn't his. He stole that too. Quick thing before you go, channel memberships. $2 get you a badge, emojis, videos early, and a vote on what I cover next. $4 gets you members only shorts, plus a voice message reply on your comment. Perk or threat your call. $7 makes you an executive producer. Priority replies, and get this, we shoot a 5 to 10 minute interview that goes up on this channel. Not a story, not a short, a real video with your name on it sitting here forever, which, given how this episode went, is a nice change of pace, something you actually own. Join button's right there, or don't. I'll be here either way. If this found you standing in a GameStop staring at an empty box trying to figure out where the game is, I'm sorry, and also welcome. Like if it was worth it, subscribe if you want the follow-up, because there's absolutely going to be a follow-up. And in the comments, I want the specific one. What's a game you paid for that you can't play anymore? Not one you lost interest in, one that got taken. Tell me which one and tell me what happened to it, because I want to see how long that list gets. And I'll see you in the next one. Kyler out.